Hey buddies, welcome to Video Games Awesome Live. This is Overwatch Awesome. I haven't done one of these by myself in a while. The last time we did this, it was for Sombra, and I guess we're still kind of... I'll give my opinions on Sombra in a moment, but today what I'm going to be concentrating on is arcade play, because I only have about 4 hours to get my last 2 loot boxes in. And while I would like to play with some turbos with 3v3, I'm gonna... would you guys like to watch me play? I'm kind of more interested in Mystery Duel, going one-on-one. I only did like 1 round of it, and I'd like to do more one-on-one. I think it's fun. And I think what I really like about it, I haven't played it since you guys saw me play it on the show, but what I really like about it is you guys will know that when Overwatch first came out, I made a very concerted effort to make sure that I had spread my playtime across all characters very evenly. It's all disproportionate now because I spent a huge amount of time playing as McCree for a while, but in quick play, when the game first came out, I spent a lot of time trying to get everybody even, and it's relatively so, barring Anna and Sombra, but otherwise, across the board, it's almost all 4 hours in quick play. Then when you get to, let's see here, and this is just, I'm demonstrating why I think I'm good for 1v1 is because I play all characters kind of evenly. Not as much this competitive season, but last competitive season, outside of my main Pharah, obviously. Zenyatta Roadhog got some disproportionate stuff. Lucio, because most teams need him. But besides that, it goes like 8 hours for Reinhardt, who I was practicing, who I'm not good at. And then about 5 hours, 4 hours across everybody else. Except for Widowmaker. Mei, I'm surprised I didn't play more Mei, because I actually like her. But anyways, I really try to spread out my play, unlike I think a lot of other Overwatch players. And that's not like a bad thing. I've actually changed my opinion on that. It's like not everybody has the amount of time that I have to dedicate to the game. So if you can't spread yourself out. But what I actually suggested to Becky when I changed my mind, I used to say everybody should strive to have even playtime with every character. That's it. You're not going to be able to do that. Like, come on. Like, to get competent at every character. But I think that to be a good Overwatch player, you should be able to pick any one character on the roster and say, this is the character I use when I need to counter that character. And if you can't come up with and I am good at that guy who counters that guy. If you can't say that for every character on the roster, you need to think about, you have to think about maybe practicing a few more characters. And if that is still a lot of characters you need to reach, like, good at. Like, if I had to look at the roster, like, if I said, like, if I'm facing a good Anna, I go Winston, I guess. I don't know. You don't face a lot of good Annas. But if I'm facing a good Bastion, I have to go with Genji. It's not even just a good Bastion. If a Bastion needs answering, I go Genji and I go deal with him. If a Bastion absolutely needs answering, sometimes Pharah if he's choosing sightlines that are bad for him. And that's a bad Bastion. If I'm facing a good Diva, maybe sometimes Zarya. Maybe sometimes McCree if I have good sightlines on her and you can kind of rip up a Diva with a McCree. If I'm facing a good Genji, once again, Winston. So you'll get doubles as you go along. If I'm facing a good Hanzo, sometimes Winston. Not as much as Genji, but like facing a good Junkrat, for me it's mostly Pharah. But anyways, across the board, you should be able to do that. And if you find at any point you get to one and you're like, like I face good ones of this character all the time, but my answer isn't the best answer, then you might want to practice somebody. Like right now for me, facing good tracers is a problem. Sometimes I can answer them with Pharah. Sometimes. But sometimes a tracer's so good that even being a Pharah main doesn't let me take out the tracer, and I need to be better at, and that's why I've been practicing Roadhog a lot and McCree a lot, because I face some really good tracers that just absolutely must be answered, and Pharah doesn't cut it. So I've seen really good Roadhogs counter really good tracers, but it's hard, and you need a lot of practice. It's unfortunate because on console you can't absolutely say McCree for Tracer. It's different on console. You can't whip around and throw a flashbang at her like you can on console, so like you can on PC. So on console you have to have a little bit more of a blunt object, and I find that Roadhog can sometimes do that, and the splash damage from Pharah can sometimes do that. Oh yeah, and Mei. Mei actually, you cannot discount the fact that a single icicle to the head kills Tracer. One icicle to the head kills Tracer. You have to remember that. Not everybody can play at high sensitivity. Not everybody has like godlike hands. Oh yeah, sometimes you can go with Zenyatta. It all depends on the situation. Really, when it comes down to it, the more tools in the box you have, the better off you're going to be in the game. Anywho, you guys want to maybe know like my spiel on Sombra real quick? This is just, I'm just giving you like updates, I guess, on like what I've been thinking about Overwatch since you last saw me. I played a whole bunch of, I guess about 5 hours, maybe 6 of Sombra. I want to like her so much. I think that like she has so much potential to change the game and be a fun character. But for me, I'm at 51 sensitivity. I don't even know how you could do 90. And I actually have been lapsing and upping my sensitivity. I've been trying to up it by 1 point like every couple games, and I forgot to keep doing that. 90 just sounds impossible for me. I don't think my thumbs could take that. I would cramp my hand too quickly. Anyways, I think most average players stop around like 60. That like would be their upper limit. Anywho. I've been playing Sombra, and I think that she needs a buff. And I know that that's like a controversial thing to say just as a character gets released, because everybody always says things like that because they haven't learned how to play the character yet. But in my experience with her so far, I think that she just doesn't do the job she's supposed to do properly yet, in my opinion. Like, hey, she does have a sit. Oh, that's victory poses. Oh, I never had a victory. Oh, they're all kind of crappy. Right now, to me, she plays as kind of a weak Tracer, like a Tracer with less mobility. She has the ability to get behind people, obviously, with that invisibility, which is really key and really good to do. But I found that, like, as far as hacking players, you have to, like, the only time you're going to effectively hack a player, I find, is with the EMP. And the EMP is underpowered. It doesn't stop some of the things that it really needs to stop, such as Zenyatta's Tranquility. It only stops like basically Roadhog's ultimate, because oh man, we were all thinking it, right? Roadhog's ultimate has got to be stopped. Like, it is so overpowered. We have got to stop Roadhog. And McCree's ultimate, which is Anna can also do. When it comes down to it, Anna's just so much more effective, I feel like, that shutting down ultimates than Sombra is. She doesn't hack things like, you know, Mei's Blizzard. It's a little robot that flies out there and creates a blizzard. How should she not be able to hack that? She should be able to jump down and like and just have a well, that actually speaks to my next point. She should be able to hack through either, like, she should be able to hack through shields and hack through damage. Sombra's a squishy little character. She's 200 health. If an opposing team with a Reinhardt shield up can't identify the threat of a Sombra coming at them who's going to hack their Reinhardt and kill her before she does, then that's an issue, I think. But even if you didn't give her hacking through shields ability, the fact that she can't even get behind the team and effectively hack a tank is kind of sad, because one stray bullet shuts down the hack. And if she gets behind, like, to go and hack a Reinhardt from behind, you're going to be amongst his teammates as you do it, because otherwise, what's a tank doing if he's at the back of his team? He's not going to be behind his team. He's not going to be a straggler. He's the guy at the front. So to get to him, you got to be with his team. And the fact that the second she takes even a sliver of damage, she shuts down her hack, means that hacking a tank effectively, a Reinhardt especially, to shut down his shields is just a non-starter. Sometimes you'll find yourself in the skirmish, like on a King of the Hill, to be able to get behind a tank during the chaos where all rules are off and there is no line battle anymore. It's just everybody's everywhere. Sometimes you'll be able to get in there and maybe shut down a Zarya's orbs or a Reinhardt shield, but it's a risk. It's like, what's your time more effectively used for? Shooting and killing people, or trying to roll the dice and hope you don't get hit by a random bullet while you try to do this hack? That said, her hacking of medic kits is pretty cool, and I think it has a lot of potential. But not unless the rest of her kit is enhanced. Like, it can be very useful to have medkits hacked to deny your enemies and to give your opponents a little bit more, or give your teammates a little bit more health. Sombra comboed with DVA. Yeah, I'm sure that like working together in like a really good team comp with Sombra, like if you base, just like Winston's a character that really needs a proper team composition to support Winston. Winston can't just go into solo queue and expect to be able to do well on every team like some characters can. Like, I think Pharah can do pretty much well on every team no matter what. Whereas Winston, if you don't have a decent healer with you or something, like, or you just need, Winston can't just go out there all the time. He's going to get eaten up unless he has proper support. But Sombra feels the same way. It feels like she's a situational character, unfortunately, that is just going to come out at very specific times. I think she just needs a slight buff. I think, I'm going to say hacking through damage, and that maybe even, like, I would like to just see that. Hack through damage and see if that changes the gameplay dramatically. If it doesn't, I think that, I don't agree with some people. Some people seem to think that she needs a damage buff. I don't think she needs a damage buff. I don't think that's her job. I don't think that Sombra needs to be able to do, even though she's an attack character, she does the similar-ish damage to Tracer, but she has less mobility. The fact that she can see low health characters through walls makes it very clear what her job is, and that's to pick off people who are almost dead, and to have the mobility to get there and get behind and make sure that they can't. She's about taking out people who are retreating to go get healed. She's making sure that nobody gets a free ride, that nobody, after your team puts in all that effort to softening up that Zarya, that she doesn't just retreat and recharge her shields. That's Sombra's duty. So for that purpose, I think she's actually okay. It's just that I think Tracer does it a lot better at this point. And because Tracer does it better, and that's okay, I think it's that Tracer should be stronger than her at that. But if Tracer is better at that than her, she needs something else to make her better than Tracer. And while the hacking of medkits is good, I just don't think it's good enough to make her viable. We'll see what the pros do. Right now, the meta for the pros, I've read, they're not touching her. So we'll see what happens. But they didn't touch Ana for a while. But then again, Ana took a buff before anybody played her, right? Ana got a buff after a while. Well, of course what? Are you saying, oh, not of you're saying, of course, to a healer replacement. No, she's not a healer replacement. Not at all. Of course not. But she can be a supplementary healer. I think that most good teams have a main healer and a supplementary healer. Anyways, I'm just going to jump in the arcade and just do some 1v1 dueling. I'm broadcasting to YouTube right now because I have a PS4 Pro and I want to see how it looks when it goes up. So I'm broadcasting this show right here. But if you're watching on YouTube right now, you can like check. I have another live feed going on YouTube, or you can come over to videogamesawesome.com/live and watch the normal show. And what I'm doing here is I decided that I wanted to give everybody an option to see full screen gameplay, and maybe I'll do this more often for future shows, so that, like, especially when a new game comes out, if you wanted to see full screen gameplay, you could switch between streams and just, or if you wanted to see like a replay of like a moment or something, you can go and use the DVR functionality on the full screen footage and just see what happened there. Or maybe even I will request it and say, what the fuck just happened there? Somebody go to the replay, go check it. You think it's lower quality, but so far so good. Really? Okay, so this is a test as well, because I've been really impressed with the recorded footage. I've been really impressed with the recorded footage that comes out of the PlayStation, but it only records 1080p 30 frames per second, whereas streaming to YouTube does 1080p 60 frames per second. And I don't know why. If the system is capable of doing 60 frames per second, why wouldn't it record 60 frames per second? So I don't understand that. Somebody I saw said it's the speed of the PlayStation hard drive. It can't keep up with 60 frames per second, which is kind of silly because unlike 4K, double frame rate, most of what I've read, double the frame rate doesn't double the bit rate, doesn't need to double the bit rate. Yeah, in my experience, a 5400, like even a laptop hard drive should be able to keep up. Yeah, you can double the resolution of a game, and usually you have to double the frame rate when you double the resolution. But when you double the frame rate, I mean the bit rate, but when you double, oh, here we go. This should be fun. I still don't know this map, though. There he is. Does he set up a trap somewhere?
Well, that's a good spot.
Where's this guy? There he is. He's staying in his spawn? That's even allowed? He doesn't heal in there though, right? Dude, come on. Get out here. Uh-oh, where'd he go? Oh, he has another door. I don't know this map. Fuck me, I don't know this map yet. Phew. It's where the earphones really come in handy. Listening to his hobbling. This, the test of champions. This is the just pure fundamental FPS here. Oh my god, I can't even climb stairs. The fundamentals, they're failing me. Uh-oh, there he is. He doesn't have headphones on. He didn't know I was behind him. He should have.
Score 2-0. Battle 5.
I was telling Becky I get nervous during Farah on Farah because on the show, if you guys see me fail Farah on Farah, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck? You've been a liar this whole time, right?" Don't go up against the wall, dude.
Winner. Perfect. Score 3-0.
I thought it was just 3 rounds.
Fight.
5. This should be fun. Oh! Phew! Did I have my mech for a while? I don't even know.
4-0. Battle. Bastion.
1v1 is so ridiculous.
Match point.
He stayed there.
Enemy eliminated. Victory.
Oh, so it looks bad, the PS4 stream? That's too bad.
The game.
Don't be mean to him, guys. Who knows how the matchmaking works on here? For all we know, he just started. It is good? Okay. Yeah, like, this is also, it is tougher than it looks. Like, in a team-based game, you can make a mistake and mistakes just aren't as amplified as they are in 1v1. All right, so that's one. So I have to do 5 more of those within 3 hours. All right. Let's do one more. That might be what's happening, Krya. Yeah, some people, you guys might be watching on 480p. It's default to be 480p, says Krya. So maybe you're watching on low bit rate. Because some people are saying YouTube looks great, and some people are saying YouTube looks bad.
Arriving at Eagle Point, Antarctica. Zenyatta.
So far, the PS4 Pro, it doesn't feel any different to me besides the recording. And for me, the recording actually is a big deal because that's my business, right? So that I enjoy. I think it's worth keeping just for that because I regularly drop.
Winner.
Phew.
Score 1-0. Battle.
Yeah, he didn't put Discord on me. This could be people, this could be a matter of people who don't play much but like one favorite character. Like, that's the thing. It doesn't mean these guys are low skill level. It just might mean that they don't play these characters enough, like I do. I'm not good at Hanzo. Like, I play him probably the least. Fuck up! God damn it. I play very little Hanzo.
1-1. Battle. 5.
Play a lot of Pharah.
Fight. Score 2.
My worst hero?
Battle.
It's hard to say. I don't know.
Fight.
I like Tracer. I don't play a lot of her, but I have practiced her quite a bit. Should be a good skirmish. Listening. There she is. Going over there. Probably coming out here. No.
Let's try that again.
Where'd she go? Shit. I just changed my binding for that. Rewind. So I forgot what it was. It's L3 now.
Score 3-1. Battle. McCree. Fight.
McCree used to be my worst character because I wasn't really good at precision aiming on the console. I think I got a lot better at him ever since they fixed the aim assist on console, since it used to be fighting people and now it helps. And I did a lot of practicing with him in quick play, and I feel It all depends on the day. There's days where it feels like your hands are just like frozen, whereas there's days where you feel nimble and spry. Come to me, come to me, come to me, come. Yeah! Fuck! There we go. Why did you come to me? I almost fucked up though. My reflexes weren't fast enough.
4 to 1. Fight. Match point.
The other day, I don't know if this is a new voice line or not, but I heard Diva say, "Hear me, baby, hold together." It was the first time I'd heard that.
Ejecting.
Enemy
Made himself into a fish in a barrel by going down there. It must have been, it was probably a mistake.
play of the game.
Not much of a play of the game. Well, so far, I don't think it was I don't think the melee killed her. I think it was a final bullet that just took a moment to travel. I think it just looked like it was the melee that finished. I don't think it was the melee. I found actually that melee in this game isn't bad. I don't know how they did that because that was like an Achilles heel of TF2. Melee would hit you from a mile away and you were like, because of the lag compensation, it felt so unfair. But I found that's not the case in Overwatch. I don't know what it is that they've done. Yeah, less phantom range if you want to call it that. Hey Becky, I seem to have run out of water. I thought I had this full, but it's not. Thanks. Take your time. I don't need it immediately.
Arriving at Eagle Point Antarctica.
So yeah, so far this one-on-one is making me feel really good about myself, but I'm sure that's about to end.
Battle. Genji.
Especially with this maybe. I don't know, I'm not a great Genji. Especially Genji on Genji. I'm a Genji who's competent enough that when a Genji is needed, I can sometimes counter the characters that Genji is supposed to counter. Where'd he go? Fuck! I got caught up.
Score.
Got all tied up there.
0 to 1.
Oh, I know my dash. I was just waiting for the right moment.
Fight.
This is stupid. This is so silly. This is gonna take forever. Let's speed it up. Did we just do that? Did we just do that? That's amazing.
Bailing out.
Winner.
That was so good.
Score. 1.
Behold the mating ritual of the divas. This'll be stupid.
Fight.
Have you guys found that people in these are a bit more, like, less rude than in normal gameplay? Like, I feel like when you're forced to interact with somebody one-on-one, you're less likely to be a super jerk, like teabag and stuff. I don't know, maybe...
Great things for you. Let's do this.
You have met a few jerks?
Show them what you can do.
I heard him somewhere talking.
I'm giving it all I've got.
Oh yeah, he auto-generates scrap now.
Things for you. Armor here.
Come out.
Come get your armor. Enemy turret ahead. Armor up.
Shouldn't stay here. He knows where I am.
Enemy turret down.
Winner.
That was stupid.
Score 2-1. Battle. Zarya. Fight.
He didn't use his scrap. I almost forgot about it because I forgot about the buff that lets you do it. That he just got. That lets you auto-generate. Hi, Becky.
Alright, there you go.
Thank you.
Ready for battle.
Winner.
The important thing was making sure that his shields didn't cool down and start healing him.
Battle.
A lot of people do play defensively in Overwatch. I found that for a lot of people, they get this instinct in them that their own survival is absolutely paramount to the game. And they just refuse to die. Personally, I find that these types of games are all about dying over and over and over again, and I'm happy to do it. Where is he?
Let's see if you get this. Knock them off.
I fell. Better retreat.
Winner. Score.
Yeah, you knew that I won as soon as he used his ice because then you know that I have an out and he doesn't.
Fight. Match point.
Just in time.
Enemy eliminated. Victory. Play.
Yeah. He got the POTG. His one win goes to him. Yeah, he did do good. He was clearly better at Genji than I was. Like, he was even using his melee when I got close. I never used my melee as Genji. And that was the last taunt he would get to do. Let's check. Venom Mexican. Just out of curiosity, he plays a lot of Genji. Oh, he plays a lot of Lucio in competitive season 1, and now he's playing a lot of Reinhardt. Yeah, he's all over the place. Like oh, wait a minute. He doesn't play a lot in general. I just got my loot box. Should I open it? Yeah, it looks like it's a sunny day out here. That's the first sun I've seen in a while on this show. It's coming, it's just angled in the perfect way to come in through the light, it's very rare. Sun in the studio.
You're taking this very seriously.
That's funny, that's actually the first...
You're taking this very seriously.
I bought that line for Sombra because when I was playing Sombra at diamond level competitive, people were so angry at me for playing Sombra. So I bought this line so that I could say that over and over again.
You're taking this very seriously. You're taking this very seriously.
I'll admit, I probably actually lost a lot of games for those teams because of playing Sombra, but I mean, unlike some people, my competitive rank's not precious to me. I don't care. And I wanted to play competitive because I wanted to play Sombra in a situation where it was a realistic situation as opposed to quick play where people kind of play like derps most of the time. So I was playing Sombra, practicing her. I did some good games, I think, and some bad games, but it didn't matter. Good or bad game, people were angry at me. So I got that voice line to spam. Yeah, it'll happen. I mean, I've gotten angry at picks on my team before. I've seen people who very obviously were, what do they call it, sandbagging their rank, playing as like Widowmaker on attack. I've seen a Torbjorn who just built his turret inside spawn and just stood there for the whole game. And then I was curious, so I went online, I went to overbuff.com and I looked at his rank, his graph. He used to be a 3300 level player, 3300 rank, and now when I saw him, he had been nosediving straight down to 20. I was at 27 at the time, and that's where he was, and he was just playing to lose. So why would people do that? Well, I don't know what his motivation was. I can't say for sure, but some people do it so that they will be matched. It's called sandbagging, so that they can help boost the rank of another person, like a friend, later. So like, he'll match up with a buddy who wants to, say he has a buddy who's at 3,300 as well. He was at 3,300 and they were both at 3,300 and they're like, one of us has to make it to master. Master level starts at 35. So they decided, I will make myself shittier so that we will be matched with, when we pair up, we'll be matched with lower skill people and we'll boost you up. And I'll start playing good again at that exact moment when I'm at like 2,300 level. I will start playing like a 3,300 level player again, and that will boost you up to master level as we start to win games that we shouldn't be winning. That's what sandbagging is. It's also called smurfing, I guess. I don't know if there's a difference between those two terms. Listening. He stopped moving too. Ah! Oh, wow, I didn't know he was there.
Score.
Oh, that was great.
Fight.
I had no idea he was there. I think he knew I was there, though. Sorry, dude. Pheromane.
Perfect. Score 2-0. Battle. Hanzo. Fight.
So they introduced the limit of 1,000 difference between players who can match up together in order to combat smurfing or sandbagging, and I disagree with that method. I think that the best method is to make it so that once you hit a certain skill rank, that's your skill rank, period. Like, you can't go any lower. Like, if I'm a diamond level player, I'm a diamond level player, you know? And that I'll always be matched up with people who are diamond level. Doesn't that make sense? Like, if I'd reached that height, then I must be that skill level. So I should be forced to always play at that skill level. But it's not like that. I originally did think it was like that. But all that it is you keep the icon. But when you start dropping level, you end up being matched with lower level people. That's just how it is. And I think that they should just change it. You reach diamond, you're a diamond player, period. And now we finish this like men. There we go.
Score 4-0. Battle Winston. Fight. Match point.
You and me, buddy, come on. Your shield doesn't do anything, but I'll throw mine down too while I reload.
Enemy eliminated. Victory. Play of the game.
It's definitely making me feel good about myself, this 1v1 so far. What did perfect mean? Oh, I didn't take any damage. I'm gonna go ahead and like, let me check this guy again. Let's see what skill rank I'm being matched with. High flyer. So, in competitive season 1, he got, he's a low skill player. That's not, oh no, this season he got to my skill level almost. Very close. So he's not low skill. Let me see just a couple more. I want to check those other guys, what they've reached. So the thing is, I'm not playing against people who are low skill, it doesn't look like. It's that I'm playing against people who haven't rounded themselves out as much as I have. I'm not being boastful, I'm just saying that's what I do, what I've done, and so my skill level doesn't necessarily reflect my 1v1 skill level because I've made myself so... Like, if I continued to play just Pharah in competitive forever, I do believe, and it's so easy to say this, but I think with a lot of work I could get up to master level. I only got to diamond, like 30 something, 3,000 something, and then I got bored. I was just so bored. I was like, this isn't what Overwatch is about. So as soon as I reached diamond, I was like, all right, I'm playing every fucking character again. I fucking love playing every character. I don't play characters for out of nowhere that's like don't make sense for the situation. I just look at the situation and I say, okay, I could play Pharah and she would do great in this situation, but who would be a better pick if I was at equal skill level as Pharah at another character? And I'd look at it and be like, I think Genji's actually better for the situation. Even though I'm a shit Genji, let's try to become a better Genji and try it to see if he fits in this slot. And sometimes I surprise myself. And that's the fun of TF2. TF2 and Overwatch. That is where the fun comes from to me, is that variety. Anyways, I just wanted to check these guys' profiles. Let's see. So his season high, okay, so he's not that high in skill level. The second guy I played, or the first guy I played. He's only reached, okay, that wasn't fair. That was the first guy I played, and then the second guy I played, have I done 4 matches or 3? 4. All right, the very first guy I played then. Yeah, that wasn't fair either. So I've been going up. The first guy had a top out at 2,400 skill. I mean, the first guy had a top out at 2,200 skill. The second guy had 24. So I'm going up a little bit at a time in skill level. Look, did you see what he plays the most? He plays, he only plays Mercy. Oh, I liked that guy. I wish I hadn't beat him so bad. Oh. I love Mercy mains. They're such nice people. Poor Mercy. He didn't have anybody to help him like he usually does. So that first I started with 22, then 24. Think about what you did. What am I doing? Okay, yeah. Then the third guy I played was what? 2100. So I went down in skill on the third match, and then the fourth match, the guy I just faced. I'm not okay. Well, no. This guy has reached in the first season a high of 58, which isn't bad. It's just that in this competitive season he hasn't been doing as well. Maybe he's practicing other characters or something. But you don't reach 58 by mistake in the first season. That takes skill. So he's actually but he only played 3 hours. So he just ranked. So that's actually a fluke then. That doesn't mean that he was that good. All right, so I'm feeling good about myself, but I shouldn't because I'm playing people who are lower than me skill level. I'd like to be matched with somebody who's better then. Oops, what am I doing? Did I go to competitive? So these are like free, quick, very quick free loot boxes. Let's see who I'm going up against now. Oh, re-instancing. Okay.
Arriving at Eagle Point, Antarctica.
Let's see what this guy does. I don't see him yet. Who is it? I'm not against somebody. Oh. We're waiting for a player. Emerly. Lily. Farah on Farah. Okay. Starting again. Shit! I had a Farah on Farah matchup and now I have to go...
Fight.
Maybe you guys could start doing the research on these characters, on these people, and finding out their skill level for me mid-match. Emerly.
I welcome adversity.
Why'd I jump down? That's on me. That was an accident.
Score.
His skill rating is bad? Well, I just got trounced.
Winston. Fight.
Yeah, I'm using you guys to dig up dirt. What does he main? What's his main? Yeah.
Winner. Score. 1-1.
Junkrat is his most used, but he doesn't really have a main.
Fight.
Junkrat and quick play, fair and comp, if I'm reading this right. Okay. Okay, I've got to remember I've rebound recently L3 to Wraith form.
Score.
Only 3 hours.
2-1. Hansen. Fight.
Hey, why didn't I grab that? I don't understand climbing. I should have grabbed the side of that wall there. Sometimes it's so derpy for me.
Wolf's eyes.
Score
I Hanjo.
3-1.
I was facing the wall straight. I jumped right into it. Like,
Fight.
I'll do it again with Genji. That worked there.
Score 4-1.
I do automatically climb.
Right now.
And that always fucks me over, actually. Automatic climbing.
Point.
It always fucks me over. I climb when I don't want to climb. But I hate holding it. I don't know. Maybe I should change that. I wonder what, like, really good players usually do. He has the advantage. A big advantage, yeah. He connected with his charge.
Score.
I didn't connect with my charge.
Tracer.
I thought that that his charge hadn't connected. It looked like it didn't. It's funny the amount of people who have been emoting against me, eh? And I don't emote at all. Oh, that was bad. That was bad on me. That was really bad. Did you see how long it took me for me to turn? He rewound, and there was only one place he could have come from, and I took so long to turn. That's just my fault. That's bad. So it's match point on match point.
Enemy eliminated.
The way it should have been.
Victory. Play of the game.
Thank you. So that one, gotta love it. Has it been every match I've had, if they won a single one against me, they taunted, right? And I've won them in the end. So it's like, it's just so sad. And they've gotten the play of the game with the taunt too. It's just so, like, I don't know. It's funny to me. Yeah, did you see that in the replay? It was very weird. It was weird that he connected it. Another loot box! Oh, wait, what? Why does it play that song? That wasn't another loot box. All right, so one last match and I get my final loot box with 3 hours to spare. I don't mind taunting in 1v1. I think it's fun. It's just because 1v1 is like, that's what it's about, right? It's the arena. It's gladiators going up against each other. Teabagging would be bad form. Taunting is just kind of for fun, I think.
Arriving at Eagle Point, Antarctica.
I think taunting in a normal match, like when you've got a game going and like interrupting the game, like deciding that, you know, you kill a person and taunt, that's just arrogant. That's really bad. It's bad for your team. It's bad for sportsmanship and everything. It's just arrogance, right? Let's see what he does.
Hello. Hello. Greetings.
This is great.
Join me. This old dog still knows a few tricks. Are you afraid to fight me? My ultimate is charging. Acknowledged.
Did he follow me? Stand on him? It's like we're seeing who's going to give in first. Like, who's going to be the asshole, right? All right. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Okay. Here we go. And go. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Now we fight. Come on. I'll give you one back. I made sure that after I swung, I gave him one free swing because he didn't seem to get it that we were fighting now.
Fight.
I tried to show him, like, by crouching, like, 1, 2, 3. I gave him enough time to react. Like, if you couldn't react to that. Now, we're fighting now, dude. I don't have all day. So, we're gonna fight. We're not gonna do it again. Sorry, buddy. Somebody message him and tell him that he was on the show. Use his name if you can on PSN to message him.
Score.
Yeah, don't everybody do it. Somebody take advantage or take the helm on this.
Fight.
Also, I want to know what his skill ranking is. It would be really impressive if he was high skill ranking. If he was a high skill ranking player, but still did that. Oh, why didn't I put up my shield on the way towards him? That was dumb.
Score 1-2. Battle.
Oh, this should be fun.
Fight.
All right, Ian Kid's messaging him. Thanks.
¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal?
Winner.
Phew.
Score 2-2. Battle. May. Fight.
Can we make friends? I have to do this for classic, right? See if we can make friends.
Hi. Yay! Sorry, I'm sorry.
I wonder if he got the message.
Ni hao. Scary. Scary.
Why is this so entertaining?
Coming up. Thank you. Okay. Hi. Yay!
So we're waiting for the countdown again?
Thanks. Sorry. You're sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Enemy has been revealed.
The enemy has been revealed. So who's gonna do it? Are we just doing a draw with Maze? I'll do this. I'm just gonna spin in a circle, and if you get in the way, it's your own fault.
Seconds remaining.
We can't let them win. Come on, everyone, attack!
What a waste of everybody's time.
Score 2-2. Battle Winston.
All right, we have to play. I don't want to sit here all day doing this. He doesn't want to. All right.
Unfortunate.
All right, I'll give him turbo ship if he wants it.
2-2. Battle Bastion. Fight.
Somebody has to familiarize himself with the show first. Oh shit. I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Score
I didn't give,
2-3.
yeah, I wonder why. I guess he got more headshots than I did?
5.
I think that must have been what it was. I thought that I had the advantage. I thought I'd avoided enough of his shots that we were evenly, that I had the advantage if we had a just bullet on bullet battle.
Winner. Perfect. Score 4-3. Battle.
Oh, this should be good.
Fight. Match point.
Thanks, TARDIS.
Fences in place.
Got him. Now I gotta put the pressure on. I have no choice. Can't let his shields recharge. Well, that was fun. That was a fun guy. I know you would have liked to see me be friends for 9 full rounds, but that's just like, nobody has that kind of time. That would have taken like 30 minutes of just sitting with the guy. You gotta fight. You gotta finish it up. Otherwise the relationship grows stale. I'll add him. Yeah, sure. I'll prefer him, and I'll... Alright. And maybe... There you go. It's a fun guy. I hope this isn't too much for him. Yeah, I hope he doesn't have anxiety after that. Or something like too much fame. Alright, a couple loot boxes to open. I make so few friends. Money. Nah, you guys just paid to be my friend. He actually earned my friendship. I'm kidding. Wait, what? What is that? Oh, it's a black. Alright, so I guess I'll take a break now that that little piece of history has been cemented in the show. Keep an eye out for him on new users on Video Games Awesome. Find out if he gets into the... It'd be cool if he got into the chat. So I suppose I'll take a break and maybe we could just do custom games. How many people are online? Does a lot of people want to join me, or like I don't mind? The thing is, yeah, like we could all just do whatever. The only thing is I don't like fighting against turbos, because when I fight against you, I get mad at you. We get mad at each other. It's so much... It's too bad because there's less players in group play against strangers, but we all get to work as a team, whereas when we're playing against each other, we're just beating the shit out of each other. But sure, I'll do a custom match after this and we'll just play around, and maybe I'll just play as... Oh wait, I'll probably do random heroes, but... Yeah, alright. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment with a custom match. Hey guys, welcome back. We're playing some, we're just gonna play some custom matches with the turbos just for fun. Just skirmishing time, I guess, just to let a bunch of people in and just start playing. I'm gonna do return to the lobby never, and I guess, oops, no, I will save. And yeah, jump in. Oh, we haven't filled it up yet. All right, so you can just, like, if you don't know how to do this, you just jump into, you look at me in your friends list and then you say join game, I think. But if you're not a friend of mine yet and you're a turbo and you haven't been added to my PS4, did I lose sound? I didn't. If it's on Beam, Beam's been having some sound issues today. Anyways, if you're not my friend yet, let me know. You have to, what you have to do is
Now entering the temple of Anubis.
add an existing friend of mine to your friends list, and then you're able to add me as a friend. You have to. I'm gonna play as Sombra for a bit and just give some of my opinions as I play as her. So you have to add an existing friend of mine on my PS4, and that's just to prevent people from flooding me with friend requests. And then you have to let me know your name. I don't request people. It takes too long to put in everybody's name. And then I put it in and it doesn't work, and then somebody says, oh, sorry, this is how you spell it. And then I'm like, oh, fuck. And it just wastes so much time. So much easier if you guys add me. Easier for me, not for you. Sorry. Yeah, I think hacking through damage, if you added hacking through damage to Sombra, it would change her substantially enough that probably not much more would be needed to change her, to make her better. Hacking through damage would just absolutely change her, and I think it would make her effective without making her overpowered. Because when it comes down to it, she's still a weak, squishy little character. She's 200 health with low mobility. Well, she actually has pretty good mobility. She has the rewind ability, but in my opinion, if you can't kill her in time, then you deserve to get hacked. Like, if she comes in to take out a Reinhardt and an entire team of players can't kill her in time, then they need to adjust their strategy. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that, to say that, like, she can take advantage of teams like that. So, I do like doing this. Trying to ping off people who are low health. I should have rewound. Thanks, Lyshora. Who is this? Who countered me? Who countered me? Who is that? Pre-Fade Pie decided to counter me. Bugger.
Intentemos otra vez. ¿Qué tal?
Beck, I'd like to get you back to recording your videos. I think it kind of motivated you. But instead of making them into big, long videos, I think you should, like, preview them. Like, I think that would really encourage you to, like, post miniature videos of, like, your progress as you went. Although that's also a lot of pressure, but I also think it would be encouragement. But it's true, you did have to put on clothes, which I guess was annoying.
Iniciando el hackeo. No.
I might need this later. Located.
I gotta finish that Pharah! She got away. She got away. She has, like, how much health? That Pharah had, like, so little health.
We all make mistakes.
Alright, so it's time for EMP times. I know I'm playing pretty sloppy, guys.
Looking for me?
And I apologize. Is this a good time for an EMP? I think I got the Anna behind me and possibly one other character. I see you. You thought I was coming at... That would have been a dumb move of me to make, Lyshora. And shame on you for thinking I would make it. To follow you in there like that. He's typing. I think he was trying to type in the chat. But you can't hide from me.
I might need this later.
Oops, I was meant to go further. Why am I in here? Why does that doesn't even make sense, but maybe this will work. I hacked them all, guys. Go kill them. It's a killing chamber. Did it work?
60 seconds remaining.
My strategy worked. I knew it would.
Beacon in place. Translocating.
Yeah, seeing people's health does, like, help. A lot. What? Ah, you bugger. He's with me too. Where is he? Infinity Sorcerer's gonna be pissed if I win this. Oh, you're gonna be mad. I'm sorry, dude. That was bad. I am sorry. That's bad breaks. That's bad breaks. Oh, in the end, I got gold on my kills. You see that gold?
Play of the game.
Why am I even doing? It's a custom match. It doesn't. Why would I even be looking at my golds? I think what the reason I'm boasting is because I went from 0, like I had no medals about halfway through the match, and I adjusted my gameplay, I guess. I'll give it to Prepaid Buy who countered me, but I didn't see much of you after that first bit. Custom matches can be rough on, like, can be rough because we are a huge spectrum of career, of skill level, I mean. Everybody is playing right now, and so, you know, don't get discouraged if you feel like you're having just a shit game when you're playing custom matches with the turbos, because the game is not going to balance us properly. There's no way it's ever going to balance us properly. We've got people from upper diamond skill level, like Laika, and like I think maybe even Lyshora, the Chubb. Like, Chubb, aren't you like 3,500? Didn't you reach master? So we have a master in here all the way down to like 1,500s, and there's nothing wrong with those kind of skill levels. I'll play a little bit more Sombra. He's 3609, and that's master, right? Not grandmaster, but master. And there's nothing wrong with being lower skill level. That's the fun of Overwatch, is that, like, you know, that's the downside is when you play with friends, you're not going to be evenly matched. Oh my god, stop it, you motherfucker. Prepaid, you motherfucker, stop it. I will kill you. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm out of here. Fuck. Anyways, what I was gonna say is that's the best thing about Overwatch is you can be 1500 and still have fun because you're with other people who are 1500. It can be frustrating because people at 1500 skill level, you got people like Becky who generally know how to play as a team and want to play good strategy, but there are some people at 1500 who literally just are just bad. Like they just don't even care about like capping points and stuff. Like they're just, you get people at upper skill levels who don't care either actually. So it's not just low skill level that people are like that. However, you get a lot more of it at the lower levels, and that's too bad because that's why you should match up with friends, because like just because you're a low skill level doesn't mean that you don't want to win and play properly. And yet you will see a lot of people playing very oddly at those ranks, unfortunately.
Taking the objective.
I found Zarya's are a little bit easier to hack one-on-one. Didn't somebody come in to help? Okay.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
With the new
Payload's moving. Let's make sure someone stays with it.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's the beauty of Overwatch. The skill matching is so strong in the game that when you play with strangers, you're going to be having great, fun games. You'll have some bad games, but like you'll also have some really great games because of the skill matching. Everybody can feel good at Overwatch because you're being matched with people of equal skill level. I could only, oh man, as if you did that. I could only like dream of such a thing way back in the day when I used to go like when you look back at the old days playing with siblings where one sibling is just an incredible Ryu and you're just playing Blanca trying to do anything and they're just beating the shit out of you. I was the Ryu, by the way. Like Ben and I we were lucky. Me and Ben were very close skill level in video games, and so we were able to always have pretty good competitive matches against each other. Street Fighter was one of them. We were both like, we would have Hadouken battles in Street Fighter. You motherfucker. I knew you were gonna do that. I knew it too late. But these days, like, especially with team-based games, you don't even have to fight against your buddies. You can all match up.
From here.
You can all go get ranked, match up together, combine your skill level rank and see how your group level is, and then group up, go against another group of a similar skill level. It can be a little bit weird when you have like friends who are lower skill level grouping with people at a higher skill level and then playing matches together, because then you'll go up against teams that has a range of people sometimes. You little fucker, come back here. You go up against teams where you're lower than the team average and you'll feel really crappy. And in that case, you kind of have to play support if you don't want to get trounced, I find. You don't have to, but I mean, a lot of times it's better off for your team if you play a support character instead of playing a character that goes on. Like if you're on a team whose average is like 2,500 and you're a 2,000 player, you probably don't want to be the McCree who's going out and having one-on-one battles with the other team's McCree who's, if he's like at a 3,000 skill level or something. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like you can't, I'm just saying you gotta play your role depending on the group you've grouped with. And that's not to say that supports are low skill level, I'm just saying that they have less opportunity to match up with one-on-one battles with people who are outside their skill range. I'm dead. Oh, I didn't. Now I'm dead. I don't even know why I popped my ultimate. I don't know why. I don't know. I thought maybe we had it. I don't know. It was bad though to pop it right there. But you can definitely see to this day the lingering competitiveness between Ben and I from our days where we would play on weekends at each other's houses. Probably not a good thing to hack. I don't think many people will go up there. So we have 5 minutes to do this, guys. The fact that we've made it this far basically means that the teams are uneven in our favor, so...
Payload's on its way.
Victory.
What are you guys noticing? Oh, that we have a rivalry. Yeah.
Play of the game.
Dustin and I, we would compete, but yeah, he was usually, like, he was almost 2 years younger than me, and so he was often quite discouraged playing against me. And I understand that, like, almost 2 years difference in video game time when you're that age is huge. I'll give it to the Chub, because he killed me. You can't vote with X anymore. I think it's only in competitive you can't. It's a glitch. No, I was joking, prepaid. I was joking.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower.
Anyways. That's why I like Overwatch so much, and that's why I like it so much more than TF2. TF2 was fun with turbos. We would have fun matches, but you guys know me. Like, I mean, the TF2 community that we have in our in video games awesome community is awesome. They're amazing people, but a lot of them are really good. Some of them are a lot better than me, especially on PC with keyboard and mouse. And when you are on an uneven team on TF2 and I'm losing over and over and getting sniped over and over, I get really angry. And there were days in TF2 where I just shouldn't have been there because I would be in a bad mood and I'm like getting angry at turbos because I'm losing to them because the teams aren't matching properly and just having game after game of just being... Sometimes you just get bad luck and you're always on the losing team, like all day in there. And you start to get just bitter at the people that you're facing.
Capture the objective.
And because of the wide skill gap, it was horrible some days. Like, there would be people in there who are just incredible. We have people in our TF2 community who are competitive, who actually are on clans and fight in tournaments. And it's like, matching that up with people who just play casually or people with carpal tunnel syndrome, isn't fair. And the matchmaking is so bad in TF2, and every scramble, every new game, you could scramble sometimes, right? But I don't know what that was. You could scramble, but scrambling only does so much for you because it never takes into account, like, from game to game. It doesn't take into account your skill level from game to game. And that's why every game is like a new uncharted territory to, like, reestablish everybody's skill level again. So it wasn't very entertaining some days. And that's the thing. Some people in our TF2 community, they're amazing. They'll just have fun derping around, doing nothing. But you guys have seen me. I'm pretty competitive even while I'm having fun. I like to do good and get better is my thing. I have the most fun when I'm trying to become a better player.
It's all up from here. I'm back in the fight.
And the barrier to entry for a beginner in TF2 is just, it's ridiculous. It's not fun. Fuck you, Lyshara. I'm not doing that. I'm not falling into that again. All right, if I could get a barrier to help me in there, guys, we could bust through. Maybe. I'll wait for his thing to be finished. Fuck you! Where is he? See, I can't even shut down that ultimate. That's fucking bullshit. I don't know why I tried that. I keep thinking it's like Wraith form, but it's not. Where are you guys? Oh man, I was just waiting for them to get here so I could pop my ultimate. So anyways, the fact that I had an EMP there, I watched as Zenyatta popped his ultimate. McCree popped his, which I could actually stop McCree's, but he was out of range to do so. And then I saw Soldier pop his ultimate, and I couldn't do shit about any of them. The EMP should fucking shut down so many more ultimates. It should shut down Soldier, it should shut down fucking... I think it should shut down Divas. I think that if she sends her mech out to explode, I should be able to hack that mech to stop exploding. I think that... It just... people might think that that's OP. I don't believe that. I think that if you are a team who has stacked up your ultimates for the purpose of breaking through, and you pop 5 ultimates at once, or even 4 or 3, you should be punished for not identifying that the other team has a Sombra and not taking out the Sombra before you do this. Like, before you do that. It should be a part of a team strategy to say, all right, we got our ultimates ready. It's time to break through, guys. And that's how Overwatch works. It's all about stacking your ultimates and getting through those pinch points and those tough situations where you don't think, like, you know, where the odds are against you. And if you can't identify the simple fact that Sombra is the factor that can stop that push, then you deserve to be stopped by Sombra. That's how it is to me. Chubb, you should play not your main. Just saying. I'm not about to go play Pharah against the Turbos.
Intentemos otra vez.
He says okay.
Hey there.
You're like the highest skill level player in all of the community. I think you can maybe give yourself a governor. Thought I got the health on time. No, that's not true, Genja. Just because he's high skill level doesn't mean all his characters he's good at all of them. Like, he's probably quite good at all of them, yeah, for sure. But they're not all his main. Everybody has a main. There's no way that, like, I mean, as much as I think that mains are stupid, I have to admit that Pharah is clearly my best character. And my go-to when I'm in a pinch. Everybody has that character, whether they want to admit it or not. We just can't get any traction here. Don't apologize, Chubb. I wasn't being mad at you. I'm just saying, just a suggestion. Especially in a match where it's clearly we're all in trouble here. It's not very evenly matched. I shouldn't complain because I was just in like 2 matches in a row where I was at the advantage. I should have jumped down there and tried to hack him, I guess. But McCree, it's hard to tell what his... Oh, I was in his range. I didn't even think I was in his peripheral. I gotta get a better instinct for when I'm in peripheral vision.
Play of the game.
Yeah, so anyways, oh, we need a character. How long have we been missing a person?
Epic.
Excellence is its own reward.
I was able to vote for him there. Baloney left. All right, somebody jump in. That's just an indicator right there. 3 kills, and I got golden kills. That's how bad our team. Like, I'm not. You guys weren't bad. It was just that's how uneven the teams were.
Now entering.
We're back to Anubis. Rudy had 9 kills and no medal on the other team. I'll do one more as Sombra. I'm enjoying the practice. The low pressure practice.
And everyone.
Despite what some people have said, I actually like her gun. I like the spread. I like how big the clip is. So that's probably the longest lasting clip in all of the game. What is her, looking up DPSs for Overwatch is so hard because some sites, they rarely take into account the reload time. Like, I want to know the overall, actually I remember seeing one site that was amazing. It said, this is her DPS if you only include 1 clip compared, like, this is a character's DPS. 1 reload DPS, 2 reload DPS. And so, like, you could see what characters are great for burst damage versus which characters are good for overall over time damage in terms of, like, over multiple reloads. But I want to know her DPS over the course of a couple reloads, because I feel like because of her extended clip that she probably has a pretty good average DPS. But of course you have to take into account bullet spread and things like that.
Beacon in place.
Damn, I was hoping I could do that. Yeah, my DPS Torbjorn didn't work very well. I think it should be worse than Tracer. Like, I actually said that earlier. I really do believe that she should never be better than Tracer at a damage output. I think that Tracer needs to maintain her reason to be. Like, the reason to play Tracer. Sombra is like a more, like, multiple strategy character as opposed to a, you know... Did I get away? He's really got it in for me, eh? Stop chasing me. Ouch. How many of those connected? I'm surprised. Oh, that was a bit luck. You were really... I shouldn't have poked my head out, but I wasn't expecting you to be able to land so many. This is probably one of Sombra's best points for defense because of how important that health is in this game. That's probably one of the most... like, sure, for... Damn. There we go. Yeah, as far as Sombra on defense, she can be really effective on some points, and I think nowhere is that more true than this particular map and point. Did I hack him? Like, see, I should have been able to hack through that hammer swipe. I almost had him hacked. It's so frustrating. Or you know what? Here, how about this? Going one-on-one with Reinhardt, a hammer swipe should stop you from hacking. Yeah, let's say that. Let's say they put in a thing into the game where you can take up to like 50 damage before your hack is interrupted. So like every hack has like a mini health bar on the hack. And the moment you take 50, your hack is canceled. So stray bullets won't stop your hack, yeah, sure, only melee attacks or something, but a concentrated fire stops your attack. Because I think it's just the stray bullets that I think is silly, that stop you. I think that concentrated fire, that would make sense to stop her hack. Like a hammer swipe from Reinhardt, how does that not stop her from hacking? Like a fucking hammer to the face. But a stray bullet shouldn't. I would like them to consider that.
Now arriving at
Blizzard watches the show, right? Or knockback effects. Yeah, sure, knockback effects, which I think that Reinhardt's hammer has a knockback effect. Pharah's gun has a knockback. Any blasts from Junkrat has knockback. What else has knockback? It makes sense that any knockback effect could do it, like a shot from Soldier's Helix grenade. But yeah, I think that spray bullets from Diva... Oh, Zarya has knockback, Lucia has knockback. Yeah, so there would still be plenty. You know what? Take away the health bar idea. Just say knockback stops her hack. Knockback or death. And I think that would be enough. That way, if you're having trouble... Oh, nice. If there's a Sombra on the other team giving you trouble, then all you need is one of many, many characters to counter her with knockback. But I think it's the stray bullets from fucking Diva that really trouble me. Stray bullets from Diva, stray bullets from Soldier, anybody with spray. Like, a single bullet should not stop the hack. And I know that would actually probably stop Winston from being a proper counter, which may be not fair. Since Winston is kind of the hard Sombra counter right now. Poor Winston doesn't counter many things. he counters lots of players, but lots of characters, but most of those characters aren't viable and aren't used, like Widowmaker and stuff. So it feels like Winston's a guy without a job right now. Coward. Ah, no! He's defending himself somehow. The leap does have knockback. Oh yeah. So yeah, there you go. Winston would still be able to counter her with his leap. Yeah, but I've already said, mark my words, they are going to buff her. It's just a matter of how. And I hope that it has nothing to do with upping her damage. I don't think that is at all necessary. A lot of people have been saying that though. If you look at Reddit and the forums, it seems that's like everybody's main idea is a damage buff. And it's like, what? No, no, no. Like I know she's listed in the attack, under the attack characters, and I know that that shouldn't be. I don't agree with her being listed under attack. But yeah, damage buff is not the way to fix her. She's actually really good at doing damage against certain characters. I found that Sombra versus Roadhog is kind of silly. Why? Why? Fuck. That's the benefit of being the host of your own show. You're the target of Ana ults when you're Sombra, and you're also the target of solo ults from Tracer. Well, I guess she had a reason to get me because I had been ulted, but still. I was just a little lonely Sombra.
Be right back.
Feeling much better.
See you later.
I'm out of here. Fuck, like I should have been able to finish that hack.
overtime.
No, I like Sombra. I think she has she's fun to play. She's a very different style of play. Like once I've gotten a bit more comfortable with her, I got a lot less frustrated. It took a while, of course, to get better at her and then get the flow of the game. I like the bullet hose that she has feels different than most other bullet hoses in the game. Like I thought that the gun would feel a lot like Tracer, but it feels a bit different to me. Different enough that she feels like a very different character to me. But still similar, of course. The spread is frustrating when you're trying to like shoot a Pharah out of the air sometimes. Like if she's at a certain range, you're like, oh god damn it, you Pharah, you should be punished for how you're flying right now. And you try, and you're like, oh, okay, well, clearly you can fly like that in front of me, because I can't do fucking shit to you. Her gun rewards people who can train and hone their aim and keep it steady on a character, on a head especially. But yeah, she can do surprising levels of damage to Roadhog and other tanks when she gets a good angle on them. It's surprising how quickly she can take down a tank. If she goes unnoticed, which of course she's not going to, but... Aw, oh, fuck you, Ian Kid.
Enemy turret destroyed. Always leave yourself a back door. See you later.
Didn't want to go up against that Lucio. Too hard. What am I doing? I'm looking for targets. The teams are uneven enough that I'm bored. Ah, why'd I do that?
You should be at peak performance levels. I could use some assistance. Enemy C.
I can't assist you, Mercy. I'm not good.
Objective is under attack. Get on it.
Iniciando el saqueo.
Ow.
Heroes never die.
This objective has my name written all over it.
See, I've got my ultimate ready, but what's it gonna do? 2 ultimates and I can't shut them down. I should be able to. What would it do to Zenyatta if I pop my ult? Nothing. What would it do to her? It would get rid of her shield, but she's already almost used 100% of her shield, so that does nothing too. What does my ultimate do? Not a lot.
Ahorita regreso. See you later.
There's another Sombra and she knows where I am.
Beacon in place. I'm sorry, Ian Kid, I'm bored. They aren't even teams. Although, we haven't been paying attention to the point, have we? They got it back.
Don't worry, I got you.
Still waiting on a good moment. I guess this isn't a good example. Like, the teams are not even, so there hasn't been good opportunity for my ultimate. There, what, I don't know. I popped my ult. I think I threw that too far. No, I didn't. Okay, but I still died. The hack only stops him switching his song. It doesn't stop his healing. It can stop him from popping his ult, and it can stop him from... that's the other thing. I mean, if you make it so that she can hack all ults with her EMP, stop all ults, you still have to pop all your ults at the same time to make, to punish a team properly with Sombra, you know? Like, how often is a team going to pop all their ults at the exact same time? Like, they're going to kind of stagger them a little bit, right? Like, they're going to pop one ult and then maybe, like, combo with the other guy in, like, a couple seconds later. Like, or a split second later. Like, a Sombra would still have to be quite skilled to make sure that she doesn't pop too early. Like, she might see, like May throw her Blizzard and be like, oh, all right, time to pop. But is somebody else going to come in with like a Reinhardt hammer or you know, whatever? Like you'd still have to wait and determine when is the right time to pop this ult. These guys adjusted their gameplay and are doing quite good now. I just really don't think it would be OP to increase her hacking to just about every ult. The hack stops ults that are about to pop. Although I have to say, I don't think the hack stops Zenyatta's ult. Which, again, makes the least sense since he's a fucking robot. Because I've popped her ult. Maybe it was just a glitch. Now, maybe it was a glitch. Maybe it doesn't stop it. So, if you pop your ult, it doesn't stop him from popping his, even if he was within range. Like, that's fucked up. It does. Okay, so the times where it happened to me were just bad luck that it happened twice, where I felt like I'd had him in my ult range, and I guess it just felt like he was... It just doesn't interrupt his ult. Okay. Because I had a couple times where I could have sworn he was in the range of my ult, and I was like, what? He can still pop his after? Like... And I was pretty upset with it, but apparently I was just wrong and paranoid. I have my sock inside out. Becky, why'd you let that happen? But, yeah, I'll probably take a quick break here. Let's go back to the lobby. I don't think I'll get there in time. Definitely not now. Yeah, it's always just as I go back to the lobby that it reloads. There we go. Alright, I'm going to take a quick pee break, snack break, and I'll be back to play a little bit more. Stick around, guys, if you want. Hey, buddies, I'm back. Today I'm broadcasting on 2 streams. You might be watching on YouTube on the full screen stream. If you like watching that way, the audio quality is not the greatest because it's just coming off my PlayStation camera. Kind of a test just to see, and just to see the recording quality. I checked it on the break, and it's not amazing, especially at high action points. You see a lot of macro blocking. I wonder if it's just like that in 60 frames per second, or if it's better at 30 frames per second, or what. Anubis again. Ah well, we'll play Anubis again. I'm gonna keep playing Sombra for a bit more. Gameplay audio seems too quiet where? On this stream, on the normal stream, or on the PlayStation 4 stream? I can turn up the gameplay audio a bit. Is that better? I gave it a little bit. I gave it a bit of a buff.
Everything can be hacked, and everyone.
Alright.
Always leave yourself a back.
So I saw there's an amazing Lucio player on console who just recently
Always be the solution.
posted a video. So he posted a video. He only has about 10,000 subs, and it was. I think most of the subs come from the fact that he posted this video where he's just this amazing Lucio,
Incoming in 30
wall
seconds.
riding all over the place. People just can't hit him. And then people in the comments all commented like, "I thought you were good until I realized you were on console." And saying something like, on PC, a level 2000 player would easily be able to take you out, or something like that. And so he made a video where he showed all of those comments, and then he, with the Always Sunny music, it says, DPS something, I forget his name, but
Objective A.
moves to PC. And then he edits together this montage of him ranking on PC at 2700, and then proceeds over the course of a few games of like, I guess he says he took him about 40 hours and he got to 3700. Shutting everybody up. What am I doing here? Why am I not playing right? I'm not really even playing Sombra right now, am I? There we go.
Protect the objective.
DSP stanky. Just telling, like, just really showing, like, shut the fuck up about console versus PC skill. A skilled player is a skilled player. Just a different tool for the job on console. Yeah, on console, I probably wouldn't want to go up against people while I use controller who have mouse and keyboard. But the fact is, when you're in here, you're playing against people using the same tools as you, hopefully. Not always, actually. When I was playing in the diamond level, I feel like there were a lot of, it might have just been they were good, but when I saw some kill feeds, some of them felt like they were using not console or controller. Some of the movement. And it is quite well known that some of the better console players out there actually use keyboard mouse simulation, and like, they don't even hide it. I guess good on them for not hiding it. But there's this like all Japanese pro team that apparently, I didn't look up their gameplay, but apparently they use all keyboard mouse simulation to play on PlayStation. And they went up against an American team that only uses controllers and has actually broadcast their gameplay to prove it. Broadcast their hands as they play. And they won against them. They were all ranked evenly in the system, and the American team using controllers won. So I think everybody needs to readjust their attitudes towards PC versus console skill levels and play, and realize that different tools for the job, and each to their own. And Overwatch is fun on all platforms. The only trouble is balancing it on all platforms, making it like every character the same and fun. That's probably never going to happen. That was a selfish ult. I'm using it solely to hunt down two characters that I'm up against. Why would I hack this? Whatever. No, you don't understand. They were ranked. I don't know. Wait. It was Japanese team that had ranked around like Grandmaster level, so like 4,000, while using keyboard mouse emulation, versus a team of 4,000 level players who had only ever used controller to get to 4,000. That's what I'm saying. Oh, you're saying it's still an even matchup? Yeah, obviously. I guess that's what you're saying. Like, what are you insinuating that like if you had high level keyboard mouse players on PC go up against those guys on console that they would win? Maybe. The reason I think that using keyboard mouse emulation on console is cheating is because, unlike PC, on console you have the benefit to like even out the weird feeling of playing a console shooter, or playing a shooter on console. They give you aim assist, which lets you have both fine. It's not auto aim like a lot of people call it. It's aim assist, meaning that like when you use keyboard and mouse, you can do big broad sweeping movements with your arm to like turn around quickly, or you can do fine movements by just slowing down your hand. On console, we don't really have that benefit. We only have a stick that has a limited range of where it goes. And so you have to have something that kind of simulates the speediness and then the slowness that you get from PC based on hand movement. Oh. And that's what aim assist does. All it really does, it doesn't like direct your fucking controller to the guy's head or anything like that. All it does is just slow down your movements as soon as you start gliding over a character. So it's simulating that fine precision control that you might do with your hand when you get there. Anyways, and the reason I think keyboard mouse emulation is cheating is because you're playing with a PC tool with that high precision with the benefit in addition to that of console aim assist.
No manches.
See ya, Becky. Thanks for doing errands. Becky's my connection to the outside world. I don't like to go out. She does all the stuff. Yeah, Becky still has some rough times out there. The difference between us is Becky lets it roll off her a lot easier than I do. Bad things happen to me in public and it ruins my fucking week. I can like just simmer about it for the rest of like, I don't know, maybe I need to adjust my attitude, but like, oh, things get me really riled up. Someone cuts you off, somebody acts like an asshole, somebody does this or that, and I just...
Welcome to Hollywood. Select your hero.
Have I put... I'm gonna keep playing Sombra. I'm in a bit of a groove right now. Keep in mind, you're not seeing my best gameplay, even though I actually feel like I'm doing not bad, but I guess that's because I'm up against... We're all a weird mix of skill levels here, but keep in mind you're not seeing me like really concentrating here. People yelling at me about my trike, oh my god.
Everything can be hacked, and everyone. ¿Qué tal?
They all thought you were dead.
Well, I had to come back. I was worried.
Can I throw it over that? Oh.
What a bunch of misfits and freaks we got here.
You know what? It's time. I need to do this. I've been laxing in doing this. 52. Time for 52 sensitivity. So I've been weaning myself on to higher sensitivity with one sensitivity like every so often, and I just forgotten to do it for a very long time, so. I want to get to 60, and I think 60 would be good enough for me to stay at. I think that maybe any higher than that, and I'd probably get hand cramping trying to do too fine of movements with high sensitivity. They've made the game a lot better to use on controller ever since they added the new aiming mode, which has dual acceleration, I guess. The outer rim of the stick has higher acceleration than the inner rim of the stick. Acceleration is still there. I don't know, they've done a lot of work on it, and I really feel like they're getting close to perfection for me. I haven't played a lot of console shooters, but I do like it. It's better than it used to be, and it's getting better, or like, it's better. It's better than it used to be. I should probably hack some health, right? That's what I do. That's what I should have been doing the whole time, but I didn't. Oh. You can't heal there, Chubb. I hacked it.
The point's under attack.
Hora de empezar de nuevo. Been here all along. You are shielded. Thanks.
Objective.
I've seen some people say that if Sombra gets a buff, that her health hacking should be nerfed a bit. That that it heals for it stays for too long, and I could see that. I could see giving her a buff somewhere and then making it so that the cooldown on her health pack hacking is a little bit less. Or, I mean, that it goes away a little bit quicker. Like, 1 minute is quite long.
I am ready.
Where is this diva that I can hear?
Enemy C.
Help.
I might need this.
Please. How? Yeah, me and this turret. We're gonna, oh, he's gone.
I've got you in my sights. I've got you in my sights.
Wait, her ult kills shields?
Reboot and try it.
I mean, wait, we need a different name for it. What does Reinhardt hold in his arm, and what is the blue bar? What are we gonna call those two things? They're both, so Reinhardt holds a barrier, then what does Zarya use on herself? Because Zarya's barrier is different from Reinhardt's shield. And then D.Va's thing is different too. They call them all barriers? They act the exact same way? Huh. Okay. Anyways, alright, so I didn't know this. EMP kills shields on characters? Like, including on Zarya? I'm not an asset to my team as I try to read the chat here. Sombra ult removes shields and barriers. Huh. I guess that is a good Zarya counter then. Especially, and Zarya needed a counter, man. Like a hard counter. Because at this point, like people would always say, people would ask me, Becky would ask me and other people would ask me saying like, how do you counter Zarya? And if you go online, there's a lot of threads asking it too. Like, who the fuck is the hard counter to Zarya? And she doesn't really have one. Her hard counter is called concentrated fire from everybody on your team. Just everybody concentrate on Zarya for this next moment, and maybe we can kill her. That's her counter. Also, I guess having people at range.
Play of the game.
Ranged characters hurt her a lot more than close range characters. Bastion, yeah, we know that, but because Bastion is so situational that like using Bastion to counter Zarya is going to be at best a surprise tactic that will only work for 1 or 2 lives before they adjust against a good team. A good team's going to adjust. Sorry for showing you some really bad Sombra gameplay, guys. I'm really not paying attention to the game as much as I am talking. I'm reading the chat. Bastion is not, to me, like a viable counter to Zarya just because of, I mean, on the right team, maybe a team can put together a kit. Like say, we need to counter that Zarya, so we're going to run Reinhardt and Bastion will like be sort of a moving artillery that moves with Reinhardt or something like that. But rarely, like maybe in a group of friends, you're gonna get that kind of support as Bastion, but for the most part, if you're in solo queue, people are just gonna get angry. They won't like I've run Bastion in competitive and changed the outcome of matches, I swear, because I switched to Bastion as a surprise tactic and just mowed down a team of tanks or something when our team just wasn't being able to get any foothold, and then suddenly I pop out Bastion and rip through their tanks, and everybody on my team, I've stopped using voice chat a long time ago, but like when I did use voice chat, I'd just be like, oh my god, why are you throwing the match? And stuff like that, and even after we win, it's just like, oh my god, I can't believe we won even though that guy went Bastion, and stuff like that. It's so fucking salty. Don't use voice chat on solo queues, guys. Fuck it. I know some people are like, you're hurting the team by not using voice chat. Fuck it. I play selfishly. I go in there and I sometimes think that I do better because I'm not listening to a bunch of guys pollute the voice channel, and I can actually hear the people around me.
Greeting. What are we waiting for?
I like it when people, because I don't have voice chat, just come up and start hitting me to like show their displeasure with like my character or something like that, and then I just do this.
You're taking this very seriously. You're taking this very seriously.
Attackers incoming.
Taking this very
For whatever reason, Sombra's line is very quiet. You're taking this very seriously. It's like one of the most quiet lines in the game. Okay, what should I be hacking? I should pay attention. There we go. I got that one. I should also hack this one under the statue. In about 8, 7. So I've seen a lot of pros on PC crouch a lot when they're in one-on-one battles, and I wonder if it's viable on console to do so. I think it looks dumb, and I hate that it could be potentially a part of the game, because I've always even hated bunny hopping, but I mean, that's a major part of the game, and you just have to accept it. But now I've seen pros doing this as they fight each other, and it looks so dumb, but if you're going to do that on console, I'm gonna have to like, if that is a good thing to do, I'm gonna need to rebind again, or maybe get one of those, whatever they call them, controllers that has the paddles on the back, in order to have an extra button free. Yeah, it's good at stopping headshots. It just gives a 50-50 chance that their headshots won't land. And I guess that's why people do it. It like just gives the chances of headshots way lower. How did I, whoa. Only some characters of Evangelion could do that.
We all make mistakes.
Like a person with bullet spread could just split the difference between the head and the chest and maybe get a lot more headshots even. But if you're up against somebody like with direct aim shots like, I saw a Diva on Diva match out of their mechs that did a lot of crouching. Stuff like that. Or McCree. McCree has to get a dead center on your headshot in order to get an effective. Don't hunt me. Leave me alone. Leave me alone!
Objective lost.
Yeah, the tactic would only work on people who are actually good at headshots, which is kind of a non-thing on console. Headshots are so much less of a reliable thing to execute on console. Good players can still do it, and I do it. I just find that when I go for headshots, it's more often a gentle nudging of my controller upwards as I'm like spraying bullets at a character, as opposed to aiming and firing at heads like some, you know, freaks of nature are able to accomplish on PC.
Into the iris.
For me, I like to play with characters that are... the reason I really like console is... Like, I agree, the game is slower, right? There's less, like, it's a little bit less frantic. Because, you know, the aiming's a bit slower, it takes a little bit longer to turn around, so everything's a little bit slowed down. But of course, you have to remember that your opponents are also slowed down, so you can't think that it's just easier on console. That statement is just stupid. So everybody's just a little bit slower to turn and stuff. Because of that, I feel like it really accentuates the tactical aspect of the game, the fact that positioning matters so much on console. Tactical play and positioning really excels and like makes players stand out from each other in this game. And it also, you get a lot more punished if you're not good at tactically positioning yourself, I think, in this game, in Overwatch. So does her hack get rid of shields then? And sorry, I've always been calling them shields when... I always call Reinhardt's thing a shield, but I guess it's a barrier. See, I just about got that hack off. It doesn't, just the MP does.
See you later.
Is he gonna come? They're all coming. Fuck you, all of you.
into the iris.
I haven't been using my invisibility much. I think I just threw that off the cliff. Yes, I did. I threw it off the cliff. I am an idiot. Did I? Yes, I did. That was a good exit strategy if it hadn't gone over the cliff.
Podría haber salido mejor.
Been here all along.
Her bullet spread is so extreme and so fast. I could see them, I still don't agree with any kind of damage output change, but I could see a bullet spread change. But I don't think I agree with it. See, it's so rare that you can execute that on a tank, right? Like, it's just a very rare occurrence, I find. Like, how often are you going to see a Zarya in the middle of nowhere like that you can actually take advantage of? Can't get greedy. There's no way I'm finishing that Pharah. She'll, oh, unless she comes. No, no way.
Self-destruct sequence. Here I am.
Hey team, Zarya has her ultimate ready. Did I throw it off the cliff again? Man, I gotta get that angle right.
Forward barrier.
Pass into the iris.
I still continue to use her invisibility thinking it's Wraith form, and it's not Wraith form. Somebody finished that! Yeah, Jesus. Are you guys frozen or? There we go. Wow, that was a good. See, that's where it's frustrating with her bullet spread. Almost any other character, including Tracer, would have been able to kill him way faster when he was up there, directly aiming right at him. But Sombra, at that distance, just can't do shit. Oh, that was executed well. Oh. Yeah, guys, go, get them. I impede them. I impede my pants.
Hora de empezar de nuevo. Here I am.
Experience tranquility.
Damn it.
I've got you in my sights.
60 seconds remaining.
Been here.
I didn't throw it in the room, did I? Nope, I didn't. I'm an idiot. Oh dear. You know what you should do when you're up against a Winston is actually fire bullets at him while he's trying to get at you. Ah, come on! You guys saw the animation. You saw the animation.
Intentemos otra vez.
Fucking bullshit. Does that change the game? It did not.
Defeat. Play of the game.
So like now that I've become a little bit more familiar with her playstyle, I still don't know if I'm playing her right. Like I don't even know if my playstyle is proper, because like who's to know until you see a lot of people play as her and see who's the most effective. But now that I've gotten my own playstyle from her, I feel it feels a lot less frustrating, obviously, playing as her.
Pull their weight around here.
Your first on-screen play of the game? Sorry, I didn't pay attention to it, buddy. She's a lot of fun to play. And I really do. I think that she just needs just a little buff. Just a little buff. And she'll be a bit better. Just like Anna got a little bit of a buff. I wish Anna, even after her buff, I still feel she's not super I'm gonna play Anna now.
Select your hero.
Let's play Anna. I haven't done it in a long time. We have one slot open for any turbo who wants to join in. There you go. Somebody took it. Maybe, is there anybody else who wants in who's been waiting? We could have somebody who's been in here for a long time swap out. Yeah, like the PC is completely different. I'm talking about console only. I think that on console, while she is better, and I have seen some great Annas on PC or on console, I have, but she's still it's really hard to justify playing Anna over another healer. However, if there is a character, like say you're trying to break through a certain setup and they have, in the rare instance in which you might see a Bastion setup, or basically a Bastion setup, Anna can be effective at breaking through that if she can find a sightline, which again, what's the chances that you're going to see not only a Bastion setup, but a Bastion setup who was stupid enough not to be behind either a Reinhardt shield or to close off sightlines from snipers? Torb, if Torb was a threat on consoles, but he's not! And I can't believe they haven't reversed that. And I can't believe that these gaming journalists who have, I can believe it, but I wish the gaming journalists who had access to Blizzard developers would ask them, why are you maintaining the Torbjorn nerf when the sole purpose of the nerf was because Torbjorn was being stacked in, Torbjorn was being stacked in competitive, and then they changed competitive to only one hero, and now quick play is only one hero. So Torbjorn stacking is not a thing anymore. It was annoying. Even on PC, I've heard, it was quite annoying, Torbjorn stacking. Fuck. I just can't. I can't hit people. I can't. I'm not good snipes. I try. Maybe I should try harder. No! There we go.
Don't even know you anymore.
God damn it.
The payload in motion.
Ultima, like a console is, I think that is the truth. I think that they really don't care about console nearly as much as they do with the PC game. However, this doesn't affect the PC game at all, balancing Torbjorn. It was a console-only nerf, so reverse the console-only nerf. It will not affect PC players in any way. Fucking reverse it. And they put it on Symmetra as well, when nobody asked for that. Nobody thought that Symmetra was OP, and yet they added the 30% damage nerf to her as well. Nobody thought that that needed to happen, and they did it. It just made no sense. So a very rarely and situationally played character became an even more rarely, oh, come on, I was aiming for him. Became an even more rarely and situationally used character.
I am moving the payload.
But from what people have said, there, like rumor has it that, I wish I could heal you, but you're too fast. Let me look at my team comp. I'm not even sure that I should be running Anna based on what we are playing. We'll see. Maybe
I'm not ready.
she's a lot better with Torbjorn to hide behind.
Just a scratch. You'll be fine.
But from rumor has it that they will, I mean, it's not just a rumor, they've actually outright said that they will be changing Symmetra's kit completely. Like, it's going to be a radical change for Symmetra. Ah, that doesn't rewind your damage, Churosh. You're not Tracer. Ow. I'm gonna give you this, Tainer Sarkin. Get in there. You ready? I'm gonna heal both of us as I do it. Here we go.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Oh, fuck off.
It'll take more than that to keep me out of the
Payload's
fight.
not going to deliver itself. Move it!
You're going to be okay.
60 seconds remaining.
I've got you in my sights.
Feel a bit more confident now that we have some momentum.
Watching you.
Does anybody else who plays Ana get excited when you see somebody that low? That diva was almost 0 health and I got to help her out. Oh my god, that's just to piss off.
You're powered up.
Oh, that was an accident. I meant to hit the Roadhog. So I almost was able to throw my grenade at those 2 low health teammates, but then out of nowhere,
Much better than
the Chubb comes in as Diva. He didn't even know he was doing it, but he blocked my health grenade. That's such a piss off.
I have your back. Someone get that payload moving.
I was trying to get the...
I will keep you here.
Miss me. I'm ready for any self-destruction.
I've got you in my sights.
Maybe I should turn down the sensitivity on... Like, I upped the sensitivity on my... What do you guys have the relative sensitivity on your sniping at? I upped it. It used to be, I guess, 30%. I think I put it at 50, and I feel like maybe it's too much. I don't know. I just felt like I couldn't properly aim at people because it was such a slow aim when I went into scope. But on the other hand, I feel like I can't properly aim at anything now.
Watch your backsides. I've got you in my sights.
Well, yeah, but I feel like it doesn't, yeah, you don't need to be whipping around. However, the sensitivity, I felt like, especially when trying to aim at Pharahs in the air, if I didn't have it at a higher sensitivity, I couldn't flick to hit them. I felt like I was just spending my whole time like waggling my stick around trying to find the Pharah, like, because she's so easy to drop out of your sight. She can just like drop from the sky. And I felt like at 30% relative sensitivity on a 51 sensitivity default, I felt like I couldn't keep up with Farah as she flew. Oh, I don't even bother. I don't understand how people can do different sensitivity, vertical and horizontal, especially on a sniper, because you're aiming up and down all the time. I hate that feeling. Like, especially on like as a Farah main, I need that sensitivity to be different. I'm just gonna leave you there, okay, dude? You enjoy it. You think about what you did. Like as Farah, having vertical sensitivity different than horizontal, with Farah, vertical is no different than horizontal. Like you're aiming up and down just as much as you are left and right. And so vertical sensitivity different on Farah is just like a friggin' killer.
Play of the game.
Yeah, so I'm not a good Ana. I think that if I gave her, like I should give her more time, maybe become a little bit better. I just don't see a big reason to become a better Ana. I don't think that she counters anybody to particularly, like I want to become a better McCree because of how he can kind of counter Tracer on console, and a better Roadhog for the same reason. However, when it comes to Ana, it's like, a good Ana can be an asset to her team, but I don't feel like there's going to be any situation where like, man, I wish I was a better Ana, because if I was, I'd be able to take that guy out, you know? I don't remember calling out your name, Cross. I don't know.
Select your hero.
I just feel like anytime I'm running Ana, I could be doing so much better for my team if I was just playing any other healer, basically. Yeah, she's a healer. She's not specifically supposed to counter somebody. On the other hand, I don't feel like she's a good enough healer to warrant. That's the thing. Because she's not as good a healer, I feel like as the other healers, except for maybe, like a lot of people say that her healing output is faster than Mercy. Well, okay, maybe if you're in a vacuum where you have perfect aim and you're aiming at tanks and keeping them healed up, maybe then, but this game ain't played in a vacuum. You're not gonna, like, despite what you might think about yourself, you're not gonna have perfect aim like Mercy affords. Mercy provides you with perfect aim and lock-on. Mercy allows you to look different directions and keep an eye on your 6 and your team's 6 if you're communicating with each other, while healing all at the same time. Whereas Ana must be directly, like, concentrating on the person that she's healing. In addition, that person has to be in perfect line of sight. If you have anybody in between you, whether it be opponents, or I mean your opponents, or how do you even do that? I want to do that. If you have opponents or teammates in the way of you and the person you're trying to heal, you're not healing them. Like, so people are like, yeah, I've seen the comments about people being like, Ana doesn't need a buff because she has higher healing output than even Mercy. See, I'm just not good at aiming with Ana. I just can't. I feel like aim assist on console snipe scopes is really low. The aim assist on the scopes. I feel like you're almost always better off staying out of the scopes. Oh. Anyways, what was I saying? I was saying, yeah, people like to say stuff like that, like her healing point output is better than Mercy, so she's a better healer than Mercy. That's just not true. You can't speak in absolutes, like by the numbers all the time. Games like this don't happen by the numbers. If you played by the numbers, Torbjorn is a better DPS than Reaper. So what do you think of that? You overextended, little Lucio. If only you'd be punished for it. But We don't have teammates around to do it. And so, in conclusion, because she's not as good a healer for the majority of players, unless you're a god, I don't feel like her kit, especially on console, affords enough advantages in other places to warrant me spending time getting better at her. I want to, and I probably will continue to. I just don't feel like it's my time is being spent as well as if I was playing a character like Roadhog or McCree, who are absolutely like counters to certain characters, like who are really great tools to have in the shed. I tried to sleep him in time, but I couldn't whip around. Didn't know where he was. Oh yeah, Anna's grenade actually, and I should actually take that into account. And I'm not using it enough here. I know that I'm not. My Anna instincts aren't very good. I should be using more grenades. Her grenade has gotten a lot better, and that does change the game quite a bit actually, and I should take that into account. I should be probably using my grenade much more than I am, because they increased the radius on it, and that's awesome.
I've got you in my sights.
How did that? Oh, he had his shield up. I'm trying. It doesn't help that I'm playing, that these teams have been uneven multiple times in a row now. Maybe if I was playing Anna on a team that had a bit more traction, we would be... Who should I give this to? Who should I give this to? Who's got their ult? Nobody does. Okay. Like, I've got to keep in mind that that grenade cooldown is pretty fast, and that I shouldn't be holding on to it as though it were like the holy grail that shouldn't be expended except for in emergencies like I have been playing. That was just a stray pill. How do I even... Come on.
I'll rest when the fighting is done.
Yeah, that's true. I'm the only healer on the team, and that alone doesn't work. You cannot, like, rely on Anna to be your main healer. Unless you have a team... Yes, you can, actually. Some people... you need to be punished. Yeah. Some people don't take into account that, there are a lot of characters in the game. I've seen really viable team comps with no healer. It's still better to have a healer, I think, for most comps. But if you comprise your team of characters like Mei, Roadhog, Soldier, what's another one? Non-healer characters that can still heal themselves or others, you can actually have a pretty good... Oh, God damn it.
30 seconds remaining.
Bastion to a lesser degree, but yes. Like, if you comprise your team full of people who can just take care of themselves, I've seen games go pretty surprisingly well with those types of comps. To the other team's frustration and chagrin.
10 seconds remaining.
Let's keep this moving.
You put a Sombra in the mix there, she's keeping health packs up maybe, I don't know. There's lots of options that can, like, kind of change the game in that respect.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Did I get the Zarya like I intended? Okay, I did.
Hey, there's a teleporter.
I would have preferred getting Winston.
Hi.
Tracer, yeah, she's rarely healed anyways, right? Rarely will a Tracer actually benefit. She'll benefit from a Lucio being around, but she won't benefit from a Mercy, so she's another character who can kind of take care of herself. Felt like that second shot should have connected, and it didn't. That's the other thing with Anna, is in her scope, it's hit scan as opposed to, that's why I like to stay out of scope, is because on console the projectile hitbox is a bit more forgiving, even if you do have to lead your target. I find that I'd rather stay in projectile shooting than in hit scan shooting in scope. But considering how, if you go to like Overbuff and look at the stats, you thought that Widowmaker wasn't used very much on PC? You should see how much she's used on console. Not at all. Like, it's insane how little Widowmaker's used.
Traveling.
It's like she didn't even exist on console. And so I think that indicates that scope shots need to be buffed a little bit, like the aim assist. I think that's what needs to be buffed. You've seen a spike? That's probably because of the free weekend. I would say that's solely it. I'm gonna try Ana one more time. We'll see. Maybe if we get a team with some traction, we might be able to make something happen here. But if you have only Ana on your team and your team is comprised of, say, McCree, Hanzo, Junkrat, characters like that don't have any kind of survivability for themselves, well, that's a bad idea. You need some other type of healer for that type of team. A Winston, you know, guys like that. You gotta have a supplementary healer. Ana's not gonna do the job, especially since what I just listed off were all small targets. You need like...
It's just a scratch.
You need...
You'll be fine.
Attackers
Yeah,
incoming.
that's my opinion on that. Yeah.
Need someone to tuck you in?
Try and stay out of trouble for once. My ultimate is charging.
My riptire is charging.
5, 4, 3, 2.
What did Jeff Kaplan say the punishment for playing Widowmaker was?
Defend objective A.
This will help.
He says, well, there's this screen where it says defeat. So what, he acknowledges that Widowmaker is underpowered and that she needs... Is that what he was saying, basically?
You've got it.
When did he say that? Was it at BlizzCon?
My team at your service.
Overwatch Q&A and BlizzCon? That's funny. At least he acknowledges it.
Stop them now.
It's funny because, I mean, it's weird to say this, but I mean, I actually think that Widowmaker being underpowered and not being good at all has actually benefited Overwatch. It's like, I almost feel as though they don't have a very big intention of making Widowmaker bigger, because I think they acknowledge to the casual set, myself included, as like, if I wanted to put myself in that category, I'm not professional, so what else am I? Casually competitive. I have to say that I've actually quite enjoyed playing a game where snipers don't rule the roost. That's what I hated. One of the things I hated most about TF2 was being like, I acknowledge that, yeah, if you're getting sniped over and over, it's partially your fault. You need to deal with it. You need to go and change your where you're going, the sight lines that you're taking, things like that.
You're powered up. Get in.
I tried to leave that for the sleep. Didn't work. Things are doing okay here. Oh, fuck off. Mercy.
Defend the point.
Yeah, snipers aren't good to play against. Really good snipers. I mean, matchmaking does help that. I think snipers in TF2 were especially frustrating because, like I was saying earlier, I'd be up against guys who were just incredible snipers. Snipers are their main type of character, and there's just no way to counter that, really. Like, I mean, if you're not, it's like trying to play against a guy who can slam dunk in basketball when you are 5'2". It's not fair. It's just not fair. It's like, it's not fun. The game, you can't balance a sniper because you don't know who's going to be behind the helm, right? Like, what? Where'd he go?
Patched up.
Trying to hit my own Pharah. I hit her once, twice. See, that's why I have high sensitivity in scope, is because you need to hit Pharah in the air. You gotta flick, right? Like, you can't just follow her with your reticle because she'll end up out of your shot so often, I feel. Your scope is just so slow. Whoa, what happened? Oh, I lost my controller. Really? Uh-oh. It's a good thing this isn't competitive.
Be right back. Here I am. Initiating.
There we go. I plugged it in.
Ultimate charge.
Oi. I know it's low. I'm charging it. What? Isn't it working? Charging? Trying to get that mercy.
Healing enhanced.
Helden sterben nicht.
It's just a scratch. You'll be fine.
See, didn't I hit? Like, I thought I fucking hit that Bastion with my sleep dart. I could have sworn I fucking hit that fucker. What the
I
hell?
have your back.
I think I got him, which was surprising.
It's an update.
Finish that bastard. But yeah, Widowmaker, in terms of whether I would like to see her actually be amazing on console, I can say there's been times where I wish there was a viable sniper option against certain teams where certain players are giving your team a really big hassle. I still think that Pharah is slightly overpowered on console, but I mean, I don't know if she needs to be nerfed. Like, as a Pharah main, I'm obviously going to be biased, but actually I've been quite, I think, fair in my assessment of Pharah on console so far. But a sniper option to counter really good Pharahs would be good, I think. Because right now your only real option, I think, is a really good, if you're a really good McCree, that helps for sure. But Soldier is the main option. Other than that, she doesn't have many counters besides Soldier.
It's just a scratch. You'll be fine.
Well, the thing I hate most about, I think that, no, that's not true. I was gonna say, I think that maybe her scope shot should like go through your teammates and not heal them, like, but that would probably be annoying, right? Because what I find annoying about using Pharah as a sniper is that so often you'll be like trying to hit a person and then a full health teammate will get in the way.
Go. I'll give you healing.
Oh, it tried to help, yeah. And it's just so frustrating when you're trying to do some sniping as Ana and you're getting blocked. Anybody have their ultimate? I'll give it to Soldier when he has it if he...
Get back.
Ah, I gotta aim that better. I gotta aim it at the ground more.
I will give you healing.
Self-destruct sequence. Mecha activated.
Here I am.
Justice reigns from above.
Oh. He stole my thunder. I was gonna be a hero there.
You're covered.
Ian Kid, I was clearly taking care of your healing. You could have defended us instead of healing yourself.
I'm not ready to hang it up.
Just saying.
My ultimate is ready.
Go. I'll keep you healed.
Anyone need some healing?
¿Qué tal? Behind you.
أنا هنا قرب مني.
Oh, I'm dead. Nothing I can do. Well, if I wasn't good at Anna before, I'm definitely not good when people are countering my Anna. So I'm gonna switch, I guess. Let's play as a healer that I find to be much better, especially on console. And he effectively does the same thing as Anna. Distance shots, like he's the long arm of your team, right? Except he also has the Discord orb, so he can make great picks. In addition to his long range, as long as you learn to lead your targets, and he's got that sweet projectile hitbox that makes it more effective than I think scope shots for long range hitting. I also find him very satisfying to play. Somebody turn around and kill the monkey! Nothing I could do there, but hope that his shield ran out.
The outcome is not preordained.
Justice reigns from above.
30 seconds remaining.
Victory is our destiny, but we must all play our parts.
Justice reigns from.
The outcome is not preordained.
Everyone heal up.
Who's that? Who's my pick? I want Mercy. I know Sombra's next to me, and I know I have to deal with her in a second. Oh, she left. Where's Mercy? Voice chat would benefit my team if I'm, especially as Zenyatta, I can call out my picks. Yeah, it's like, Anna can be fun to derp around with, but I find that like practicing being a better Zenyatta is just such a way better healer to be on a team. That was a fun one, it was close. Alright, I'm gonna take another quick, whoa. I just kicked the headphones out of my... Did I just do something to the sound? Sorry for the sound. Or has it been making that sound the whole time? That background hiss? It's horrible sounding. It just started. So me kicking it caused it to permanently buzz?
Traveling to Nepal.
How do I fix that? Anyways, let me just go back to the lobby. I'll try to fix that after the break. I'll for now just unplug. There. I don't know. I'll be back in a second, guys. Just wait. Oops. There you go. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm just playing a couple more custom matches here. For fun with turbos. 2 extra slots.
Traveling to Nepal.
No way, Sir Isaac. There's no way that you're already sick of not seeing the ground. No way. This is a good time of year to have snow. You get to get in the Christmas spirit. Why am I... no, I'll play as... should I play? I'm gonna play as Winston. I'm gonna need, yeah, if we have a Lucio, I should be able to play an okay Winston. I haven't played him very much lately. I've not sank one yet.
Bastion, you would make the perfect research assistant.
Is that the right spot to aim on it? I don't even know.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Still one spot open, guys. Jump in, come on.
Always leave yourself back.
Barrier activated.
Help me! Hey, where'd you go, Sombra? I'm just a little lonely Winston who needs help.
The objective is now.
Taking the forward. Who's with me?
It's nice actually having a Sombra on your team while you're Winston, because you can know that that health is going to be regenerated a lot.
Barrier activated.
Yeah, time to heal up.
Coming up.
My ultimate is ready.
I still think that Winston needs a buff. I don't hate him like I did when the game first came out, but I still think he needs a buff. I think that his shield needs a quicker cooldown. Or, one or the other. Quicker cooldown on the shield, or the shield stays up until it's gone. Stays up, or it should disappear after, like, you know, the time of his cooldown as opposed to 4 seconds. 4 seconds is just too little.
EMP charge.
My ultimate's ready.
Oops, I dropped that too early.
Soldier 76 reporting for duty.
He doesn't need a huge buff, yeah, just a little push, just a little tiny buff. Because right now, he's only viable in very specific team comps, I think.
Best round 1.
And he needs very specific team comp on your side and their side for him to be a pick that makes sense.
0.
Up the tempo.
That didn't work.
Nothing's gonna stop.
Damn it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
This will protect us.
The objective is now.
Barrier activated.
Somebody get that mercy, please. God. Thank you. One second and I had my jump to get back on. So for me, the strategy with Winston is staying with your team until you see an opportunity where it makes sense to jump in and cause chaos. But mainly, I think a lot of people who play Winston make the mistake of, because being Winston at range, obviously you have nothing to do, so it's hard to justify. Like, you're like, what do I do? What do I do? I got to jump in now. And often that time, and I'll admit I made this mistake too, like often jumping in preemptively, or people jump in too soon basically, I think. And don't realize that, yes, you only have a shield that sits up there temporarily, unlike Reinhardt, and you can't shield your team like Reinhardt. On the other hand, you are still a big body, and as long as you have a healer on your team, you should be able to stick with them, block damage with your body, let that big body get in the way. And this is a bad situation, I think. And then jump in at those precise moments where you can pick off a little guy, like in the back, whether it be Lucio, Mercy, Genji. So you're sticking around your team, making sure Genjis don't bother you, making sure, hopefully, maybe to a lesser extent, Tracers bother you, or Sombras. Making them respect that area of control.
Play of the game.
But yeah, you gotta, yeah, it was one-sided. We'll have a team balance now. Yeah, a lot of people jump in a little bit too often and too quickly with Winston. But I still think that his shield could have, I think that the 4-second disappear of his shield, like that his shield disappears after 4 seconds, it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand. It's like, I heard that it didn't in the beta or the alpha, and people would stack Winston shields. So if a shield, say like a team was regrouping, like say you're playing payload, and the team who's defending is regrouping, letting the team that's attacking kind of have their way for a while, Winston could drop like 2 or 3 shields over top of the payload, and since they don't disappear, the payload had an automatic 3,000 shield just sitting on it, right? Yeah, that's a problem, I understand that. So, make it so that the moment that his cooldown, basically, his shield should never disappear until either it is destroyed or he drops another shield. The moment that you drop another shield, make the old one disappear. Just like, say, what's another character who does that? Like Symmetra. She puts down another turret, her first placed turret disappears when she places her 7th turret. Just make it so that Winston's shield disappears when he places another shield. It's not a big deal. And how rare is that even going to happen anyways? That Winston's shield stays up for the duration of his cooldown for his shield anyways. But I should be able to preemptively, like at the beginning of a match, go out here and be like, you know what, let's cover this angle. There's my shield. And like, we should be able to like put up a preemptive shield like that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
And I keep calling it shields, I'm sorry, I know it's a barrier. I need to get better at calling it the right word, because people will always be confused. Shield versus barrier. Shield is the blue health bar. Barriers are the things that Reinhardt holds. There's my prey. Is he up here? Yeah.
This will protect us.
Are you guys frozen? Or is it just everybody's calmed down a little bit now? The show's been going for a while, maybe. I think you might be frozen. Well then. Oh, wow. How many people are watching? We had quite a few people in here earlier. Now, like, nobody's around. Just the people who are playing, I guess. I don't know. I get so sad when people don't respond to me. It feels like I'm just a little fresh again, out on the 6th of Floss, with nobody around to play with. Yeah, I get it. People leave stuff on. They leave me in the background and let me talk away like a senile old woman. Nobody's here. Eustace. It's my old lady name, by the way. Eustace. Pale Ale, I like how I had a dome around it and you went into the dome just so that your shield could be used properly against it. I gotta block that damage! I also have to say, would it be the worst thing in the world if Winston had a bit more range? Would it really, like, would it hurt? Would it hurt the game? I don't think it would be outlandishly, like, if you increased his range by, like, maybe even, like, 50%. I think it wouldn't be the worst thing. He's such a squishy big guy. Like, for such a big guy, he's so easy to take out that I just feel like giving him a bit more range might make sense. Just a bit. Maybe not 50%, maybe 30. I don't know. I think it would be good if Winston was a Pharah counter. Like, he already kind of is, depending on the Pharah and the map. Mainly it depends on the map. But Winston can actually make quite a bit of trouble for Pharah with a well-timed jump and electricity. This is a bad matchup. I'm sorry to the other team. Because right now, I think that taking out Genji with Winston is still kind of like, against a really good Genji, even with a really good Winston, I feel like taking out Genji isn't as effective as it should be. I think a good Genji can still deal with a Winston quite well. Avoid a Winston easily. Because Winston's cooldown on his jump just isn't fast enough to keep up with a Genji who's dashing around and running around like a nut job. This Mercy has definitely helped my my Winston gameplay.
Seconds remaining.
Hold out a little longer and we're done. Sterben nicht.
Like, a Winston can force Genji to respect his team's gameplay area, but hunting a Genji with Winston is like really fucking hard. And I think that Winston should be able to hunt Genji. But Winston hunting Genji, Genji has to make a mistake, not the other way around. If the Genji makes a mistake, you can kill him as Winston. If he doesn't make a mistake, he will get away, period.
Victory. Play of the game.
Sorry again to the opposite team, though. That was a pretty one-sided match. I had to use the last on my barrier. Why? Are you Pale Ale?
Epic.
It's nice to be
Well,
appreciated.
Lore Keeper, you were my my natural prey. So it's not easy to go against Winston as Genji, that's for damn sure. Zentum, what's your name on PSN? There you go. Maybe somebody who's played for a while will let Zentum in for the last match, since this will probably be my last match here. Okay, did the team scramble or not? Because I wanna even up these teams. If they didn't scramble, oh no, they did, because Baloney Man's on my team now. Okay. Well then I won't worry too much. I was gonna play like my weakest character. You know what? I'm gonna play Hanzo, which is one of my weakest anyways.
Comes honor.
And it is defense, so, you know, if you're gonna play Hanzo somewhere, it might as well be defense. He's still not that good, though.
Everyone is protected.
I like Hanzo, like, as a concept. I just, yeah, he's not great. He might be better on PC. Your main is Hanzo lore? I wouldn't have guessed it. It just doesn't... Sniper, I don't feel like it fits your personality.
Katya is a hero to my people. We must protect.
Is she? There you go.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
I did not expect all those pills to linger. I thought I was safe where I was standing. They came off the building back at me. Fuck, man.
I must reclaim my honor.
Pills. I don't know if they call them that anywhere else, but I always called them pills in TF2 when playing against demo men or as a demo man. We call it pill spam. You just litter the battlefield with as many, because they look like pills, kind of. How did I not get Manette with that? That was weird. I got you with my I swear I fucking got Manette with that scatter arrow. It looked like it was right at his feet.
I will not be defeated so easily.
Consolidate our defenses on the point.
The wolf walks his prey.
Objective lost.
That was a dumb use of my scatter. Where? Fuck. Fuck! Phew! What just happened?
Helden sterben nicht.
See that which is experience.
How did you survive that? What the fuck? Look at 150. Down to 4! He went down to 4 health! Oh my god! You were at 4 health! That is so frustrating. You shoot a fucking perfect scatter arrow, it looked like, right at the base of a fucking tracer, and she survives. What even hell? Wow, that was fun. What even stopped it? Was it like, I don't even know what's on their team? I guess it was the Mercy jumped onto her at the last second.
The wolf marks his prey.
Oh, that was frustrating. I should probably get the high ground for Hanzo. Thing is, I'm not a good Hanzo, so I feel like when I have the high ground, I'm at a disadvantage. I don't like aiming up and down. I just like aiming straight forward and strafing left to right to do my aiming instead of with my right stick. I like using my left stick to like go back and forth. So when I'm in the high ground, I actually don't feel like I have the advantage like I do with other characters.
Fire at will.
Okay. Experience tranquility.
I meant to shoot that in the middle of the point. What am I doing? Why did I shoot that? I'm an idiot. Of course I get a double kill with it. Triple kill. I feel like that was a dumb pop of the ultimate, but when you're not good at a character, when you haven't played them a lot, you tend to pop ultimates in places where you really shouldn't. Concentrating on, I don't even care if I'm being shot at by Minette. I'm trying to get this Mercy. You fucking little bitch.
I am not deterred.
I'm gonna hunt this little bugger down. Aw, come on.
Defeat. Play of the game.
The moment where I panicked and thought that I really fucked up. All right, first I improperly shoot my radar arrow. The fuck. I did pop it right into your res. So I popped it into a place where there weren't people, and then you put the people there for me to get at them with my ult. Thank you. I needed somebody in the way of that ult. Seriously though, that play of the game, I shoot a recon arrow or whatever you call it, fucking radar arrow, pulse arrow, at a wall instead of where I was supposed to, and then panic and press triangle for no fucking reason. I'll play one more round.
Select your hero.
No, I want to be Hanzo. Laura wants to be Hanzo. Okay, if you show us what a good Hanzo is. What can I do to support Hanzo? I'll watch a good Hanzo. I'll be Lucio. Play of the game. If only that play of the game came with voice chat as well, dubbed over it.
Raising the volume.
All systems operational. Evac ready for combat.
So I still don't understand how that dude that I was talking about earlier, who's an amazing Lucio, I just don't know how to stay on walls like he did. He's able to like, I just find Lucio's controls to be derpy. Like I try to jump and sometimes it works as I'm attached to something and sometimes it doesn't.
Attackers
Like,
incoming in 30 seconds.
like why didn't his feet attach there? Sometimes I'm able to attach backwards like that, but sometimes it doesn't work. Like right there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the pain.
Oops, I accidentally pressed my left stick. I rebound it to L3 and I've got to learn to have a lighter touch on L3. Might amp it up. I think he just used his jump, yeah. There we go. Alright, let's give our team some speed boost. Oh, I have to heal up May. Oh, we have a Mercy too, so I'll give us speed more often than I will healing then. That'll probably be better. Well, I'm dead. That high noon's definitely gonna get me.
My servants never die. I could use some assistance.
How did he still kill him when I had him? I thought that I would save that guy. I thought I was gonna save him by bouncing the Roadhog. Because doesn't that mess up his aim?
Push off.
You think it was lag? Yeah, it's possible. If I could have watched that kill feed, I would have to ask Gramdolph. Hey, they're missing a player. Somebody jump in on their team. I'd have to ask Gramdolph, but I bet you he didn't even get pushed until after you made the kill. I bet you it was lag compensation. Because in my experience, Lucio Sound Blast will knock a guy hard enough that he can't properly finish the hook. I'm getting hungry. It's really messing me up that I rebound my amp it up to L3 because I used to have it on circle and I keep on flicking my hand over there to get circle and it's not available.
Feel the healing beat. Pick up time. Drop the beat.
It's hand. It's hand.
And the beat goes on.
You have to put jump for Lucio, you have to put jump on L2. I have every character has jump on L2. Put his song switch to L1 and his blast, his secondary fire to R1, primary fire on R2. In fact, most of my characters I've put their secondary fire on R1.
Time for an encore.
And I have amp it up on L3. I used to have it on circle, but I felt as though reaching over to press circle was kind of hurting me in some situations, that I should learn to use it on L3, but it's taken me a while to get used to it. I know I've had his ult for a while now, but I haven't seen any good opportunity to use it yet. Like, I'm not going to use it just to save myself. That doesn't make sense. I guess I should be grouping up with my team a little bit more. I'm kind of playing on autopilot, not doing very well.
Oh, let's break it.
Beacon in place. Translocating.
I could never put jump on R3. That's your aiming stick. I find that pushing down R3 messes up my aim. Like, it's hard to do precision aim when you're pressing R3. Because you're putting so much pressure down on the stick. We can't let that bastion set up.
Pass into the iris.
I've got you in my sights.
Yeah, let's move it, people.
I should be switching to heal song a little bit more, I think. I keep on pressing L3 to switch the song instead of amp it up, which doesn't make sense. It takes a while to reprogram your brain.
My servants never die.
Did we lose? Nobody was on it. I have only myself to blame. All right, guys.
Play of the game.
Thanks for watching.
It's hand.
My hands kept shaking and I missed my headshots. Laura's not good under pressure.
Epic.
It's nice to be appreciated.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. It's been a fun day of Overwatch. Goodbye.